at the Bellagio. As you can see, obviously, it is 9:30 a.m. September 10th. It is a Wednesday. 81 degrees out Fahrenheit. Bellagio Conservatory is switching over to their fall display, autumn display, harvest display. There are guys all the way up there. We're up here at the Bellagio spa balcony. Anybody can really come up here. Put in the tarps to hold the water and everything over there. So it's kind of like you're building like a pond in your backyard or something. Alright, let's head down. Just gonna leap over this. Probably land right on no, I think I'll be good. Alright, let's go. I made it. They always have pictures up over here of what's going to become of this display. This guy looks cool. He looks familiar. I feel like I've seen him before. I know definitely things are reused. Some things are probably even thrown out. Obviously, like probably anything live with the flowers and everything, depending. And then potentially down the line, they end up getting new things. I heard this is going to be done by 5 p.m. on Friday. It should be open, so sometime afternoon. Might even be a little earlier than that. Got that from an inside source worker. This is going to be their brunch area. Majority of the time it's set up over here by Sadel's. Once or twice I've seen it on the opposite side over there. Coming down on me. They already got their store Christmas themed already. This looks nice. Oh, he's bringing in some stuff over there. craziness. I'm gonna catch a ride with this guy. Look, all the Christmas stuff is out here. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Halloween hasn't even come yet. It's not even October. You gotta get on it. It's a consumerism holiday. Is that crypto? Between the decorations, the food, the presents, billions are made. So, earlier you could get things out, the more money could be made. Same thing with Halloween, you see everything up, or even earlier. Well, not Christmas, even earlier than Halloween now. Head out. I'm gonna head out. The fountains of Bellagio. See that? The mats all along here too. They go that way and then they go along this way too. Got a golden retriever here. A Goldie. So depending, there's usually on most displays you're able to walk in through here. See, they even have it blocked off, but this one I guess will be opened up and then you walk through right here. Some displays you do not. Like the last one, I believe in the summer, it was like a middle part where you could walk through. Some you just go vertically. Didn't want to step on the dog's tail. People checking in early morning. Oh, this guy's, ooh, I think he's like testing the piano, the buttons. Oh, he's doing some maintenance on it. Look at that, that's cool. That's actually pretty cool. Tuning it. Not really sure of piano lingo, but after a long night. currently 9:30 a.m. Dun, 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 dun. Did a video. It happened another time with another guy, but there was a guy that robbed the Bellagio poker room twice. Got away with it the first time. Second time did not go as well. Did a video. This is where he ran out. North entrance right here. Luckily, at that time period, there was a decent amount of cops around the strip in general, maybe, or just the Bellagio, because I believe there was a kidnapping or something, and they were right out there. And I think the dude tried to get in like 2 cars before the 3 cops that were standing there, like what is this guy doing? And then there was a little bit of a shootout, and he did not come out successful. I do believe one of the officers got hit, but I believe what saved him was his phone or wallet or something in a pocket. But what I've noticed over the last 2 years, and what happens in general now, is because we have Formula One here in November, certain Christmas decorations, now that also depends on where. Parts of the strip, Formula One isn't even going on. Now, doesn't mean those hotels or whatever try to promote Formula One as well, because it's just all over the strip and they try to utilize that as well, promotion to bring in business. But like, say Aria. Oop, drop my microphone. Say Aria, even though I'm not using it. Their lobby always gets decked up, whatever, for the holiday season, an event, etc. Like right now, they have this just random astronomy constellation one. But I see that they push their display, Christmas display up more, because they utilize that area for Formula One. And right after Formula One's over, they'll go to Christmas. But I do believe if Formula One wasn't a thing, they would have their Christmas decorations up probably a couple weeks sooner at least. So I believe Formula One, that's one thing, does, I don't know what the word I'm looking for, but hinder, block a little bit of what Las Vegas could do a little earlier for Christmas. Not everywhere, but it's still. But then you have a lot of off the strip things like glittering lights, Cactus Garden, all stuff that off the strip hotels that get decked up. Durango, Red Rock. I'll be going to all those at the end of the year. Gonna try to definitely hit up, was it Sam's Town? And then obviously the majority of the strip hotels, what they look like during Christmas. So make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button. It does help. Hit that like button, hit this like button. I believe there's also like a hype button now under videos you could press, and that eventually, like, if enough people do it, will put your video in some sort of like pushed out videos on an algorithm that YouTube on some page. So if you do see that hype button and you feel inclined, you could hit that. I think you can hit it a few times. Interactions with videos, that's what pushes it into the algorithm, especially right in the beginning. So liking videos, leaving a comment, even if you just want to write, hey, thanks for the video. Anything to YouTube, it sees interactions with it. Doesn't really, I don't know, too much recognize what the comment is necessarily. And like other reasons they do, but not for, they see interaction. Even an unlike is an interaction. But please, just like, if you can. You can do what you want, but. And then also make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can stay Vegas ready. I put out mostly daily Las Vegas videos. It might not always be that way, and I know every video might not be for you, but I'm sure there is something. Super thanks, monthly memberships are always welcome for donations. $1, $2 goes a long way every month, but if you can, just hit that like button, share videos, and subscribe to the channel. It is greatly appreciated and greatly supports the channel as well. Caspian's is dark. Up, there's a guy with a flashlight. It's probably the bar back, maybe coming in early to open up. I mean, there's not as much people right now in the year 2025 to tip, but tipping job, obviously, in Vegas is one of the biggest jobs out here. Between any sort of restaurant gig, clubs, lounges, from bar backs, bartenders, VIP busters, cocktail waitresses, valet. And when I first moved to Vegas, there wasn't, I mean, YouTube existed. Kind of wish I started then. That would have been, I don't know, it would have been a lot further along now. But either way, it wasn't much of a thing of how many, now Vegas is full of content creators, vloggers, whatever you want to call somebody that holds a camera and puts their stuff on social media. Now the Coliseum here. I love when CinemaCon is going on. I've been there at Caesars. Maybe one day I'll actually get to go inside the events that happen inside the Coliseum. CinemaCon is when the movie studio heads, basically so many people in the movie business, cinema business, and any like pundits, YouTubers and stuff come, and I just listen to some of those people, so I'll say hi to them. Shout out to Jeremy James, seen him last 3 years. John Campia, Koi Jandra. Rob. Robert Meyer Burnett. So yeah, the whole majority of the hotel will be decked up, movie themed. One time they had all Transformers outside. They'll have sometimes the statues when like Ninja Turtles was going to be a movie. They had them all dressed up as Ninja Turtles, etc. And then the studio, so each day will be a different studio that will present things in the Coliseum. Warner Brothers, Universal, Paramount, Sony, etc. And then if you go up to the convention center, if you're part of the thing, you actually could go into some of the things. Sometimes I get a little sneak peek, but a lot of the convention center walking through has all this movie posters, all cool things up. So I walk through there. I enjoy it because I'm just a big movie person, but sometimes you see some celebrities that are there promoting their movies. I got a picture with Willem Dafoe. Saw him in the hallway one time. Stopped him. I think I saw Gina Davis one time walking. Willem Dafoe. That was pretty cool. Ow, am I? He just kept saying that. I was like, what are you doing? Got a Gucci store here. It was Trevi Restaurant. Actually just closed. A bunch of their workers came in one day and they were like, listen, there was a whole petition signed. What would you rather hear to the public? Would you rather a Gucci store or a Trevi Restaurant? And overwhelmingly, everyone was like, Gucci store. We need another Gucci store. And they just demolished that whole restaurant and they're like, we're gonna give the people what they want. Car mines. See, if I wanted to, I would just film all this, right? Shut it down and clean it up and then post. This is 6:30 on a Friday night. Look at this. Vegas is dead. And then I put my face like Macaulay Culkin in Home Alone as a thumbnail. got 2 people cleaning there, look. These are the real MVPs of the strip. Cleaning up our mess. Keeping things polished, looking shiny as they can. Until a hotel closes. Because what I noticed in both hotels, when Tropicana closed and Mirage, they do not care about any of the outskirts. There was garbage cans left out there for weeks, just piling up in front of the Mirage and Tropicana. Garbage is going everywhere. Trop, it was filled up and going there, but then a little less because that hotel, it was like in front of the Tropicana. Less people like would walk there, but the 2 in the Mirage ones were still on the strip, and people were constantly just. It was a mess for like a couple weeks, like maybe I want to say like 2 weeks, maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks. Finally, I jumped over the wall, knocked on the Mirage door. The door was still there at that point. I was like, yo, what's going on out here? And they cleaned it. Giant guitar tower, look at that. Oh yeah, look, so they're working on this, and see this curve right here? That's the beginning of where the bottom of the guitar looks like it's gonna be. And they're already putting on some things over there, whatever you want to call it, I don't know, screens or whatnot. And look, they're all the way up there too, taking over the Mirage. I hear glass breaking up there. That's why they got all the scaffolding down here. Obviously. So you see all right there, the beginning of the guitar. Look at them all the way up there. I didn't bring my gimbal. I gotta check if I might. If I did, I'd park at Treasure Island and make a video, progress video. I needed to hold over the wall is what I mean. And I do want to get in the back area too. If anybody knows the best spot, I could be able to get decent shots of the back area, I guess where you'd say like the pool was, Siegfried and Roy habitat, the dolphin habitat, etc. See? Right here, look at that. So the guitar. do have Formula One construction going on too. Construction. Bellagio, Mirage, Hard Rock. All the lighting and everything, all those are going up now. The VIP stands, everything go up last. Towards the end. Hard Rock. Hard Rock, yeah. Dunkin' Donuts right here. Convention status going on. Uh-oh, here we go. Look at this, look at this. Early morning. They're building an Omnia Day Club right here. Supposedly, I haven't really seen much. They're working on that. Supposedly they're building a pedestrian bridge over to the actual club as well. Call the Bellagio the queen of the strip. Caesar's Palace the king of the strip. Well, I feel like the strip really revolved around those two hotels. And you really got the strip going all the way to Mandalay Bay. Even though there's not a lot of much foot traffic really past New York, you get some. I see on the side of Luxor and Excalibur. You did have Tropicana there for a while. Obviously that's gone, but you still got, you know, you got the sign, Las Vegas sign still that people are always at. That is always packed. But you still got the monorail that connects those three hotels. Luxor, Excalibur, from what I see, take away what's going on in 2025. Those casinos are pretty packed, especially Excalibur, I'd say. Mandalay Bay obviously is still big. You still got the Four Seasons there, the W. the whole area there connected to Allegiant Stadium, sort of, with their bridge. Now, if they have the baseball stadium there, you're going to have even more foot traffic. But my point is, going north, really only point of going past Encore, Wynn area, is those two taco spots over there that are really good. You don't have Riviera and Stardust on that side anymore to bring that nostalgic walk-through people, you know, going over there. Sahara and Strat do decent, and I love going to the top of Strat, and people still do it, but you know, people are constantly complaining about Resorts World and Fontainebleau. Which actually had a huge thing for the UFC fight at Fontainebleau, which I missed. I wanted to go to. But what I call my giant crane theory is if you pick up Fontainebleau, you pick up Resorts World, you put it where Cosmopolitan is, where Aria is, Planet Hollywood. I think they're actually going to change Planet Hollywood's name in a couple of years. Or it's going to get bought out or something. But those hotels, I believe, are going to do significantly better. You know, you could do whatever you want internally, and that's of course going to help. That will always help. Just like people always constantly saying that the reason Vegas is as slow right now is because of high prices, which is a thing, of course, but that's been a thing for a very long time. High prices were much of a thing in 23 and 2024. Same high prices that we have now, and Vegas was pretty booming coming back from 2020, which that's what Vegas would be, is as dead. The slump from 2025 early on and down is from multiple factors. I remember even having somebody come visiting, old timer, doesn't really like to spend too much money, and he was even saying how he was surprised how expensive everything was, but how much money people are still spending on alcohol and stuff. And then also, remember, you ever see Casino? After Tangerines left, corporations took over, now it looks like Disneyland. So you can make that corporation argument all the way back then. So, I mean, what's happening right now in 2025 is a culmination, I believe, of decades and years of, you know, Vegas is a symptom of an overall problem, you know, of inside a problem. But we've had those same prices in 23, 24. Vegas was really busy. So many factors of what's going on in 2025, not just high prices. My point of comparing it to Resorts World, you can do whatever you want with Resorts World, Fontainebleau, but if you don't fix up that area, bring in more people to the north side of the strip, get that foot traffic, you can't compare it to Bellagio, Paris, Cosmopolitan. People are always going to want to come here. First timers to Vegas, people that always come back. I want to see the Bellagio fountains. I want to hang around there. I want to go to Paris. I want to go see the Cosmopolitan, City Center, Caesar's Palace. I mean, there's constant talks about revitalizing that area, but nobody ever actually takes the time to put in the money. And then also things happen so slowly. I mean, look, it took over 15 years, almost 20 for Fontainebleau to open. You can't have one thing happen every 10, 15 years. I think that's gonna make a difference. You have the area across from Wynn and Encore that Wynn owns, that hotel is supposed to go and fill that gap in. Start pushing people north. Then you have whatever's supposed to happen to Circus, whether they're going to put money into it or gut it. And that actually land is owned all the way to the festival grounds, which is on the corner of Sahara and the Las Vegas Strip. But I believe they'll still keep that the festival grounds. You have in front of the convention center where they had plans, they showed of a whole hotel, attraction area, shopping center. Nothing, just flat land there for a long time now. You don't hear anything, no movement. Whatever, the 3 projects or so that were announced, that was supposed to be in the old Wet n Wild site between Fontainebleau and Sahara. Add all those things in, add some pedestrian bridges, bring people that way, then Resorts World, then Fontainebleau has a fighting chance. But again, I'm not saying you can't do things to make things better. Just like you can't do things to lower prices here in Las Vegas to make things better, but it might be a little too late for that. Unless you revitalize the north side of the Strip in any way like that, you're never going to compare it to all this. And I just think they're kind of yelling into the wind about Fontainebleau and Resorts World all the time. And it's for clickbait too, and obviously views. Anything angry, things failing, that's why Vegas is Dead is so popular, because people just love hearing about that. Love complaining on the comment section. So, it is what it is. I digress. Some people constantly this guy is serenading the tourists. I think he's doing Sinatra. Maybe Dean Martin? I don't know. Beautiful morning, eating breakfast on the Las Vegas Strip. Oh man. It's funny too, like when I first moved back here in early 2022, and things were still fishy around, just getting to the back end of COVID. So a lot of mental health issues and obviously homeless people and everything going on the Strip. It's always been a thing, but I have seen it dying down in 23 and 2024. Now, if that's only, and at the end of 2022 as well. Now, that's because of optics as well, because you're just kind of seeing so many more people that you don't notice it as much. That as well, and I believe a lot less potentially homeless people and everything come out, and they're now just out more, and a lot of just other reasons as well, but are out more in 2025. I've noticed the last probably 5-6 months. Yep, there he is. He's coming this way. That is not good. I mean, I think Las Vegas does definitely have one of the most, if not the most, in the United States, homeless people. And I think we have around 1,300 to 1,500 always living under the Strip in the tunnels at one time.
if we had a normal, responsible government and not a bunch of psychopaths running the show, they would look at this incident and go, we have to actually take serious precautions and we have to look at gun control seriously. Okay? Charlie Kirk himself, as an advisor to the Trump administration and as a mouthpiece for a lot of the most reactionary right-wing sentiments being expressed in this country, has routinely talked about how gun violence is a unfortunate but necessary side effect of having the freedom of the Second Amendment. Okay? Quite literally, he has verbalized his opinions on this issue with the false notion, with the false assumption that it might not ever happen to him. Okay? And in a moment like this, a reasonable government would say, all right, enough is enough. Okay? But one that hasn't said that in the aftermath of Sandy Hook is most likely not going to say that in the aftermath of this incident as well, especially considering that there are school shootings happening with regular frequency. As I've said already, the Charlie Kirk shooting is the 46th school shooting that has taken place this year.
They were on the Bellagio fountains the other day. I missed it. See, and you got Formula One construction starting over here. They're doing all the outskirts first, a little bit, it seems like, and then get onto the strip. But the cars come this way and go down Harmon. And when they come back on the strip, it's off of Sands, and they go past the Sphere. That's where I'm usually at, on the strip, going up and down the escalators, getting clips by Sands, Spring Mountain, Treasure Island area. If you want, you can go back on my channel, check out the last 2 years. Formula One, the holiday season, kind of see what's coming up. I'm sure you don't need to look if you want, you know, you get the gist. Christmas in Vegas, Formula One, but if you like. Over 6,000 videos, well no, just about 6,000 videos, over 5,000 videos, getting close to 6,000 on Vegas Ready alone. Check out my other 2 channels in my description, the Nomadic Sapien and Vegas Ready clips. Hopefully eventually I'll post more on those 2. And come say hi on my Instagram, _Vegas_Ready_. Cosmopolitan. head back to the Bellagio. Barbershop. Alright, I am going to end this video here. If you can, please hit that like button. It does help. If you want, you can leave a comment. But please always try to be respectful with those comments. And make sure you subscribe to the channel so you could stay Vegas ready. Thank you for exploring the Las Vegas Strip with me on this Wednesday morning. It's now 10:30 a.m. 84 degrees out. High is going to be 93 today, it looks like. And I will catch you in the next video.